Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from ButterflyIntuition Divine Guidance. Hope everyone is having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is going to be another installment of Butterfly Talk with Xtina. In this video, I will be going over intuition versus ego. In this video, I'm going to decipher between intuition and ego so you understand how both are, the signs you can look for to determine when you're going through a thought or a situation, a feeling, so you know the difference between what is intuitive and what is ego. I'm hoping this resonates with as many people as possible, so just sit back, take a deep breath, clear your mind, relax your shoulders, and just listen to the video, and hopefully this will bring you some type of guidance, some type of clarity on the difference between intuition and ego. This is my own take on how I learned to decipher intuition and ego, so I'm hoping what I learned in my experience will help you today. The two decks that I'm going to be using in this reading, the first deck, the Follow Your Intuition card, was a deck created by me, Butterfly Messages from Spirit. This deck is available for purchase in my Etsy shop. The link is below. The Ego card is from the deck When Spirit Speaks by Fallona, Medium on a Mission. I will link her information below. Let's start with the ego. Fear, surrender. The ego will come in to make you doubt something. The ego brings you fear-based thoughts that keep you from moving forward. Whenever you're about to embark on a new part of your life, have a change of some kind, you will always have that little voice in the back of your head that makes you doubt everything. It could be a love connection, it could be a job, a home, distancing yourself from a person, whatever it is, your ego is basically telling you no. It's telling you, no, you can't do that. No, you can't have that. No, that person doesn't want to be with you. That job isn't for you. You're not going to get that job. Your ego just comes in with a narrative of obsessive thinking that makes you go down a rabbit hole believing fear-based thoughts that have no fact base to it. I actually did do a video on obsessive thinking, which I will also link below. If you haven't watched it and you feel guided to, I feel that video will also help you get out of ego as well as this one. When you're in ego, your life becomes overwhelmed. Everything is chaos, everything is conflict, and everything is just not the way you want it to be. You get in victim mode and you just don't understand why things are happening. You're always having issues, like your car breaks down, you don't have money, you have drama in your life, whether it's at your job or in your personal life. You're unlucky in love, you just can't manifest things, you feel stuck, you feel frustrated. Sometimes you blame other people because your ego makes you think that everyone else is the reason or the cause of your problems, but it's just your energy and your thought base, because when you're in ego, you're in low vibrational thoughts, you're in negative thinking, and that is what causes you to get into this overwhelmed chaos energy. It also keeps you from learning the lessons that are in front of you. If you have a situation that you repeat over and over again, and you don't understand why you keep going through the same scenario, it's because you're missing the lesson, because you're listening to your ego and not listening to your intuition that will help you learn this lesson. Sometimes ego can bring on addictions of some kind. This could be alcohol, drugs, sex, or sometimes it's just a behavior or a belief, such as a negative mindset, having that victim mentality, being very toxic, being the person nobody wants to be around. Whatever this addiction is, you're masking it by not dealing with the problem because you're listening to your ego. You also don't cut cords with people, situations, thoughts, processes, patterns, beliefs that don't resonate with you anymore. You stay stuck in karmic situations or relationships that don't serve you. You refuse to go through cycles because you're listening to your ego and you're not seeing the lessons. You're masking the pain by however you do. And of course, if you are drinking too much and you are doing drugs, if you feel guided to, please reach out and get help. There's great support groups in your area. Don't be afraid to ask for help to help you get out of this energy if that is something you are going through. These cycles that you don't go through will not help you rewire your brain to get you into more a positive and optimistic thought process, to help you have a more optimistic attitude about your life. You might have trauma in your life. You always have drama. You always have some type of something happening in your life. Or maybe you can't get past the trauma. Maybe a love connection that broke your heart, a love partner who passed away, a family member who passed away, or there's some type of childhood drama that is keeping you stuck, and your ego is telling you if you move forward, especially in a love relationship, if you move forward in this love relationship, you will probably have the same thing happen, because you're listening to the ego and you're not listening to the guidance your intuition is trying to show you, and you are basically just repeating the cycle and you're still attracting the same type of people. Let's say that you don't believe in yourself and you don't think you're good enough, you don't think you're pretty enough, and you can't just open up to someone. You're always going to attract someone who's emotionally unavailable. That person's going to be in and out, hot and cold. They'll kind of keep you as a love partner, but they'll always end up going with someone else. That is some type of trauma from school, an inner child wound. Perhaps you were bullied or you were spoken down to from your family. Whatever the trauma is, that was just an example that was being shown to me. Whatever that example is, just trust that you can overcome it by facing that shadow side and overcoming this loss. Remember, when you focus on the lack of something, you actually create more of the same, because your thoughts do create your reality. So if you focus on the loss, maybe a loss of money, a loss of love, a loss of job, a loss of home, whatever the loss is, you don't have to be lost or have that loss forever. You can manifest something new or something to replace it, to make you go in high vibration. When you're in ego, you refuse to be vulnerable. You refuse to have your heart chakra open or any of your chakras open, and you are closed off. It's like your crown chakra is closed, so you're not getting the messages from your guides. Your third eye chakra is closed, so you're not getting anything from your intuition at all. Your throat chakra most likely is blocked because you're not speaking your truth. Your heart chakra is blocked because you're not allowing love in, love of self or love from other people. You're not facing your shadow side. Now, the shadow side is the dark night of the soul, but if you see how the sun is kind of shining on him, it is a sunset. So you can't have light without dark and dark without light. But the sun shows me once you face your shadow side and you do your dark night of the soul and you stop listening to your ego, the sun will shine again. You get into this hardened energy also by not doing your shadow work. You become hard inside. Your heart is closed off. It's like a heart of stone. You just are afraid to open up to people. You go into low vibration relationships in all areas of your life. You never see the potential in yourself. You never see that you can change something, that every day is a brand new day to start something new. There's a lot of things you don't see. You're closed off. I'm hearing the hardest thing to open is a closed mind. You're closed off to seeing a solution, to bettering yourself, to having hope, to being positive and optimistic, because you're completely blocked. There's a barrier up, there's a wall up, your guard's up. You're not just letting anything in that you want to change. You don't see that you can envision and create something new, because you're not seeing, by being an ego, that you can create something new in your life. Your thoughts create your reality. You don't see that you can heal whatever has hurt you, whether you can heal on your own or you need to seek a doctor, a therapist, some type of center, or like anything that you feel guided that would help you. You don't see that you can have success. You don't see that you can have the wisdom to learn from this experience, to move forward in your life, and to take care of yourself. Ego is something we all deal with, myself included. It can keep you in a very negative mindset for a very long time. There's a lot of different ways you can start listening to your intuition. It's really you have to retrain your brain and transform your thoughts. Law of Attraction, The Secret, those are great programs they have books, videos, audio, CDs, I believe too, that you can listen to that really helps you if that's something you're interested in. The Secret, Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. They're great things to listen, so I will link them below also. Now that we have tapped into the ego, let's get into the intuition. When you're listening to your intuition and you're silencing your ego, you're saying yes. You're saying yes to the guidance you're receiving from your higher self, from your angels, from your guides. You're trusting in divine timing, trusting that what is meant for you is never going to pass you by, and you are truly open to how and when something is going to manifest because you are detached. You are balanced, you have healed what needed to be healed, and you are ready for this sunrise, the sun to shine again. You transform and start this new cycle and have this new outlook on life, and you're just trusting, you're open, you're believing, and you're having faith that new beginnings can be yours, and you can birth something new in your life every single day by your thought. You're connected to your spirit guides, and you're listening to the guidance they're giving you. You are shining because you are listening to your guides. You are learning the lessons that you needed to learn to move forward. You are in the here and now. You are present. You're not focused on the past. You're not worried about the future because you know that whatever you desire, you will manifest. You have released what doesn't serve you anymore because you stopped listening to your ego. You have the freedom to go wherever you choose in any area of your life. You are open to new beginnings, going down a new path. You're not afraid to try something new. You're not afraid to go down a path by yourself because you understand that your guides will be with you. You have cleared whatever was keeping you stuck by silencing your ego, and you are now harvesting and manifesting something new. Your wishes are coming true. You are seeing signs and synchronicities from your spirit guides to show you that you are on the right path and your manifestations are coming. You have transitioned from listening to the ego into listening to your intuition, and you have received the guidance and you are following it. And if you see the birds on that card, I'm drawn to them. You're flying high, you're soaring, and birds are most likely your spirit animal guiding the way. Some type of bird, or you're seeing a lot of birds. I will close out this reading with some closing messages from Spirit from my deck. And if you're interested into going deeper into intuition versus ego to really get some tips on how you can surrender the ego and really just get some guidance messages that can help you conquer and surrender ego, there will be an extended reading on my Patreon. My Patreon is listed below. It is a monthly subscription. It starts as low as $5.55 a month. If you're interested, if not, I thank you so much for listening to this video, and let's get you some closing guidance. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. That's law of attraction. Ask for what you want, believe you already have it, and receive it. Fly high like a bird. Archangel Samuel coming through with a message of unconditional love. You have unconditional love for yourself, even if you don't think you do. It's always there it's always within you. Dream big. There is no dream that is too big that you can't manifest into reality. You can always manifest whatever you want. It starts with a dream, and it can manifest into something as big or as small as you see fit. And your last message is Archangel Raphael is coming through with a message of healing. Heal yourself, heal your heart, heal whatever is being shown to you. Don't be afraid to tell your ego, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to listen to my intuition, and I'm going to do the work that Spirit asks of me, and I'm going to live my best life. Have a beautiful and magical day. Sending you love and light.